sweet to keep them going while we do a lot of talking, and I'll turn you over to the Charlotte Tilbury team. You guys may not know who I am. Sabrina. I'm the CEO and founder of Luxury Promise. This is the building where you are right now, and if you don't know what Luxury Promise is, you should, and you're about to find out. So we are a business that buys and sells pre-owned luxury goods, and one of the reasons behind setting up Luxury Promise was setting up a business which democratizes luxury. And what does that mean? Democratizing luxury means we allow people to be able to afford luxury. So by buying secondhand, one, you're buying something which has a sustainable purpose, but also at the same time, you're buying something at the third of the price. So the beauty about what we do is, and also accessibility, because in parts of the world, if we look at the world, you can't always access luxury. So there might be countries like Egypt that may not have the luxury brands that serve them. They don't even have some of the basic brands that we may have. So bringing access to luxury products was something that was very key to the foundation of setting up Luxury Promise. And the other thing that we wanted to do is create a community-driven platform where people can buy and sell luxury goods. Hence, one of the reasons you see some of our community here is that they've all met through live show selling. So what makes us very unique from all the other players in the market that you may know, for example, like an eBay, we don't just put something on our website to sell and then charge you for the bag and then authenticate it after. Everything is checked in store by what we say a triple authentication process. So we use 2 human authenticators, and then we use an AI technology to verify our findings. Once that's verified, we then go live, and we go live from all our different hubs in the world, which is London, Dubai, New York, Singapore, Japan, Australia, and Canada. So even if you guys are sitting in your living room, you can shop our items. And the other thing that we do that no one else does is we cover your customs and duties. So when we say an item is £100, it's £100. You don't have extra fees to incur once you get that product, and you get to talk to us on the live. So you get some of these ladies have made friends from meeting other people that shop and have a common interest, and you can score some really great deals. And we're going to show you exactly what that is in just a second. You can actually, if you want to see exactly how it works, you can head to luxurypromise.com, hit the live show section, and you can see how we stream our products and stream our lives during the live. And we also have another event, so you can stay for the whole day, you can have some lunch, and then we have another beauty event which we are going to be doing straight after this as well. So I'm going to pass it to the Charlotte Tilbury team to introduce themselves, and then we are going to auction a diamond, because as Charlotte Tilbury says, darlings, we are about to give you some sparkle. We'll give you the Charlotte Tilbury glow, but we're also going to give you an opportunity to bid for a natural yellow diamond, and you can see how it works in just a second. So over to you. Let you introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, so my name is Anna Maria, and I'm one of the lead artists at John Lewis, just opposite. And we also have Mariella, who's another senior lead, and then Harley.
Hi.
So today we're going to be doing 2 looks. We're going to do a day look and a night look, so you can kind of see how to dial up from your everyday, going to work, to you're going out in the evening. So to start with, does anyone here use any Charlotte Tilbury? Yeah. Pretty much everyone has heard of Charlotte Tilbury. We are huge. So we're going to start off with the skincare.
Yep.
So Charlotte is huge on skincare. I don't know if anyone has ever tried the magic cream, but that is gorgeous, exactly. So it is #1 luxury moisturiser in the whole of the UK, and it is incredible. So we're going to start off with the Glow Toner.
So the Glow Toner, this one supports natural skin turnover. What it does is an acid-free toner, so it's super nice and gentle on the skin, so it doesn't matter what type of skin you have, it's going to be really nice and gentle. Oh, sorry, let me get another one. It's going to be really nice and gentle, and this has got pore tightening niacinamide in it as well, so it's really going to help tighten the pores and give you a gentle exfoliation to the skin.
So this is great for evening out your skin tone, so if you have any redness, if you have pigmentation, because there's an ingredient called niacinamide, and that is really good at evening out skin tone. Has anybody used our toner before? Yeah, it is amazing. So this is really your first step to that kind of beautiful skin and your beautiful canvas, because Charlotte always says you can't have a beautiful painting without a beautiful canvas. And so no matter how much kind of makeup, you know, you could be using the best products. If your skincare isn't there, the makeup is never going to sit the same and it will never last the same. So these are kind of the extra steps you need to do to ensure your makeup sits well and also lasts throughout the day.
Does anyone wear like any other toner, not Charlotte Tilbury? No. I feel like toner is such an underrated like step in your skin routine, but it does make like the biggest difference. The one that we just used, today we did it with like a cotton round, so you can kind of get a bit more of like an exfoliation, but you can just do a few drops on your hand and do it like that as well. And after like even a few uses, when you're doing it with your hand, honestly, like your hands will literally slip off your face. That's how like smooth, and it takes off like all the dead skin and any roughness around your nose as well. So definitely I think people need to start using a bit of a toner.
So next we're going to go in with the Magic Serum. This is my personal absolute favourite Charlotte Tilbury product. As someone who has kind of big pores, oily skin and has had acne in the past, this is incredible at smoothing out the skin.
Vivian's loved it. She just
Yeah, honestly, anytime you put this on a client, it's that instant like, wow, that feels really hydrating. And the reason that is because it has polyglutamic acid in. So this is, everyone's heard of hyaluronic acid, but polyglutamic acid is 4 times more hydrating than hyaluronic acid. So you imagine it locks all that moisture into the skin. So whether you're dry or whether you're oily, it will work for both skin types.
just you see, I feel like I'm blocking you sometimes. Nice and glowy.
And all of Charlotte's skincare is like designed so it looks amazing underneath makeup. So a lot of skincare you can feel like it's like peeling or it's just not sitting right. But all of Charlotte's, like it works, it's going to work amazing underneath your makeup.
And with this, it also has a bit of a tacky base, so you can feel it. When you press it onto the skin, it kind of tacks a little bit, but this is actually really good because the makeup will then grip. So you want the makeup to have something to kind of grip to.
And then we're going to use the Cryo Eye Serum.
So next we're going to go eye serum. This is incredible. I don't think anyone's really tried. This is a bit of an underrated CT product. So in this, we have the applicator, which is freezing cold. So that is really to depuff the eyes. So I don't know if anyone wakes up with puffy eyes. If you do get that, this is amazing at depuffing. But you also have inside this caffeine, which is a natural anti-inflammatory. So it's really good for kind of puffy, and then kind of if you have darkness as well, you've got vitamin C to brighten under the eyes. What I would also suggest is a lot of people complain about creasing under their eyes, and this is something that can happen if your under eyes aren't hydrated. So this is really nice and light, and this is a really good base for concealer.
Sometimes, like when you use an eye cream, you can feel like it's a little bit too heavy to use underneath your concealer because the under eyes is like the thinnest area of your skin. So using an eye serum, it's just a lot more lightweight, but it's still going to give you the hydration so your concealer won't look cakey.
100%. You could use the richest eye cream and it would not work well with your concealer. So actually, texture-wise, you need to go a little bit lighter. And then next we're going to go in with the famous Magic Cream. So who here has tried Magic Cream?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so this is, I like to sell it because this is how I use it. It's a moisturiser and a primer, and it does the job of both. So what you'll find is it smooths out the skin, so then the makeup has a really nice base to kind of cling on to. This was the first product Charlotte Tilbury ever created. So, I mean, does anyone know anything about Charlotte Tilbury herself? No? Okay, she's been in the industry for about 20 years. She was doing all, Paris runway shows, and she found that the model's skin would always be so dull and dehydrated where they've gone from shoot to shoot to shoot. And so she came up with the Magic Cream. She would apply this, and every model, including Kate Moss, was like, what is that cream? It's magic. And that's how it actually got its name, Magic Cream. And inside you have vitamin C, vitamin E, and you also have peptides that boost collagen. So this is really good for smoothing.
When this first launched, the queue for Selfridges outside was like insane because everyone was like, I need to get some of this Magic Cream, what all the celebrities are talking about. And it literally just gives you the most flawless base underneath your makeup. I'm actually using the water cream. So the water cream is better for combination to oily skin, because obviously the magic cream is amazing, but sometimes if you feel like you've got a moisturiser which is a little bit too like thick and heavy if you've got oilier skin, this one is super lightweight, but you get the best of both worlds, because although it's more of like a gel-like consistency, it still gives you 100 hours of hydration. And with oily skin, your skin gets oily, it's because it's thinking it's dehydrated, so you're going to get all the hydration you need, but it's not going to feel too thick or heavy underneath your makeup.
Yeah, so I have very oily skin, so Magic Water Cream for me is perfect. Yeah, it really does depend on your skin type. Also, if anyone has any questions or any queries, please ask. This is kind of your opportunity.
Okay, now the SPF.
So we're going to go in with SPF primer. So this is back to 50 plus, so really that should cover you for a lot of the day. And unlike a lot of other SPFs, there's no white cast, it's not super thick, because sometimes SPFs can make your foundation peel just because of the texture of them. So this is really lightweight. Has anybody tried this one? No. Honestly, for summer as well, this is incredible. It's super lightweight. So some people like to just wear this on its own without foundation because it has got this kind of luminosity to it.
Yeah.
Does anyone wear SPF every day? Yeah. Okay, this is good then. I feel like this is the perfect one because obviously you're all wearing SPF every day anyway, but sometimes when you go to put your makeup on top, your like SPF and your makeup, they're not really meshing that well together, and it can sometimes like peel and roll off a little bit. Obviously this is designed to be a primer, so you've got obviously the full day of protection and your makeup's going to look amazing on top as well.
There's nothing worse than doing your makeup and it starts to peel and you just, nervous breakdown. So honestly, you would never get that with this.
And it also helps minimise appearance of pores as well, so doubles up with that. Okay, ready for foundation now.
So we have just launched, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, we've launched a new foundation. Has anybody tried Flawless Filter here? Yeah, all the girls at the back. Yeah, it's super popular. We've now created a foundation version of Flawless Filter, so you're going to get that sheer, really glowy finish, but you're going to get more coverage. And this is a stick foundation. It's infused with vitamin E, so it's super hydrating. So if your skin is dry, this is incredible. And also if you like a lighter coverage, this is amazing. So this is like your everyday, no makeup. Personally, I like a full coverage. So how I use this product is I'll either use it as a primer or at the end of my makeup, I'll go on top and then I just kind of put it on my cheeks, on my nose, and it just kind of adds a bit of a highlight. So it is a multi-use product.
If you like that no makeup, then like this is the product, because it's just going to even out the skin, look like your skin, but give you a really nice glow as well.
Yeah, so it calms down the redness. So if you have got redness on your skin, it will gently even out your skin tone. And we have got 20 shades of this. It is super sheer, so actually it kind of adapts to your skin colour, but we have got all the testers at the back, so when we finish, if you want to actually feel the product, you can go over there and colour match.
Where I'm doing a little bit more of like an evening look and Mary Ellen's doing a daytime look, this is perfect for the daytime, but I'm just going to use a tiny bit of foundation just on the centre of the face where we want to add a little bit more coverage to the skin.
And you can apply this directly on the skin, so with the stick you can just kind of quickly put it on, so it's a really good on-the-go product. It doesn't take too long to apply. And then you can blend it in with your hands, or if you prefer using a brush, I like to use a brush. Some people use sponges. Does anyone use a makeup brush? Yeah, we love a brush. I feel like you can get an even coverage with a brush.
But you can see how amazing Charlotte's skin looks now. It just really evens out and gives a nice glow.
Okay, so next we're going to go in, did you just go with a bit of foundation?
A little bit of beautiful skin just on the centre.
So we're going to go, as this is our evening look, we are going to add a tad of foundation. We're going to use a Beautiful Skin foundation. This is a medium coverage, glowy finish foundation. It's really nice because it's buildable. So it's great if you're going to work, or if you have an event, or you've got a wedding you want to go to, you can build this coverage up to more of a full coverage. And really what Harley's doing is she's applying in the centre of the face, because that's predominantly where we want the coverage, and then blending it out rather than it being kind of like a mask.
And I just tap over with my fingers because like the warmth of your fingers really just helps like blend it in and look nice and skin-like.
Does anyone wear a Charlotte Tilbury foundation at the minute? Yeah? What one do you guys wear?
The
Oh,
stick.
stick. Oh, Ricky.
Oh, she's on it.
Are you wearing it now? No. Oh, just get it through then.
Yeah, this literally has gone viral. Like we're already nearly sold out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for the next step if you want.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a bit through her brows.
So we're going to just fill in the brows gently. So Charlotte Tilbury brow is very straight. She likes to keep the brows straight because actually that kind of lifts the face. We never take the brows too low because you can find sometimes that can drag the face down. And you'll actually find throughout the whole of this, everything is very uplifted and everything's very high.
I feel like Vivian has a perfect example of a Charlotte Tilbury brow. On her tail, you can see like, and if Vivian's brow did go down like that, and like Charlotte Tilbury or whoever was doing her makeup, they would literally ignore like the tail of her brow and like lift it out further, and it would look a bit crazy in real life, but for camera that's exactly what she likes. But obviously here we don't need to like fake it at all. She likes it like very straight there and kind of straight outwards, so she gets more like a feline sort of look.
And where Charlotte's got naturally full brows, all I'm using is the Legendary brows, and this brush is super fine, so it just grasps onto all of the hairs, fills them in and sets them in place.
This is amazing if you have got fair brows. I have a lot of customers come in and saying their brows are really light, they do get them tinted, but this is literally a tint in a brow gel, so you're going to get that colour, and then it's also amazing because it does hold them in place. Okay, so Harley's going to go in with some concealer. This is our Beautiful Skin Concealer and it's part of the Beautiful Skin range. With this range, it is fully inclusive of skincare, so there is a lot of skincare in our foundations and in our concealers. And with placement, we like to really brighten the inner corner of the eye, and then again, we take it quite high to lift the base. And personally, I love a bright under eye. So I don't know about you, but always I say to my clients, you want to go at least one shade lighter than your foundation, so your face has a bit of dimension to it. You don't want your whole face to be flat and one colour. So by going brighter, it really does do a lot of sculpting. I think everyone puts a lot of emphasis on contour, but actually they teach us that it's all about highlighting, and we do that with the concealer. Has anybody used a Beautiful Skin Concealer before? So we don't have this here today, but if you are interested, you can again come to the store and then we can colour match you for the concealer.
And the placement with this, I do it on the inner corner to really brighten, and then just on the outer part of the eye to give that lifted look. You don't need to put like loads all just like under the eye, because once you blend it out it will move anyway. But then I also do it here because that's like reverse contouring, just to give that lift underneath where you would put like the bronzer. And then on the forehead, just along the centre of the face.
So just a bit more about Charlotte. So she actually was the creative director at Tom Ford, and she has also worked at MAC before she came over and created Charlotte Tilbury. And at the time, it was very matte. It was a very matte MAC look. I mean, this was like 10 years ago. There wasn't really kind of glowy skin in place, so I feel like she really was a pioneer in creating that glass skin, glowy finish.
She says she's a light thief, doesn't she? Like,
yeah. She likes to like steal the light, so then everything kind of reflects off the face.
And look up me.
Does anyone have any questions? No? Yeah?
Are the, across the range like foundations, are the shades consistent?
I would say it does vary. Some of them are, but it is always worth double checking if you're not 100% sure, because with our airbrush foundation, which is our full coverage matte finish, it does oxidize slightly, so sometimes you want to go kind of down a shade because it does go darker. So I'd always recommend double checking.
I'm just going to go to our live stream and just ask anyone on the live, hi. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning from. You've just gone global. Well, you already are global, but here you are. If you've got any questions for any of the makeup artists, please let us know, and we will relay them back to you. So, or forever hold your peace. Hello.
So will they just put questions on there?
They'll put a question there,
Amazing.
but we'll shout any out.
Okay, I just went in with my finger on top to like blend it in, make it a little bit smoother. It also takes off any excess product because we're just doing it very natural medium today.
I'm just taking a little bit of the concealer on the eyelids as well, just to prime the eyes before we do any eyeshadow, and it just gets you a more even base and helps your eyeshadow be a bit more pigmented.
I think this is the thing, a lot of people come in and say that they're not confident at doing eyeshadow, and I think a lot of the time when I ask them, they'll say they don't actually put anything underneath, so there's nothing for the eyeshadow to grip to, and they'll find actually within an hour the eyeshadow's gone. So this is something I always recommend. If you do struggle with eyeshadow, you need to be prepping your eyelids first. So that could be using a bit of your foundation, a bit of your concealer, and just putting it all over the lid, and then that is your base, and you're going to find, like Harley said, it's going to be a lot more even and a lot more smooth on the lids.
Yeah, if I didn't do this, I feel like it can sort of look patchy as well.
Yeah. How does everyone feel about eyeshadow? Oh yeah, you've got a question.
Yes. What brush is that, and does it have? I see it's dual sided, right? Does it
Yeah.
have covers on the either side?
No, it doesn't. It is amazing. So you've got the foundation. I mean, to be honest, any cream products you can use. You've got foundation and concealer on the other side, but it doesn't come with the cover. I tend to just.
So how do you store it?
You can just lay it flat.
Yeah.
I mean, I do just store it standing up, but I mean, yeah.
But all of Charlotte's brushes, it's actually quite a fun fact. So her dad is like, he does like art, he's very artsy, and when she was creating brushes, she hated brushes that just rolled off of the table. So these ones, her dad actually created them, and all of them, like if you put them on a table, they won't roll.
Yeah, he was an artist, and I think he was a massive inspiration for her. So she was actually brought up in Ibiza, and he did kind of help direct and create a lot of the products that you see today. Okay, so we're going to go in with some eyeshadow. We have these quads, so you've got 4 shades. Vivian's going to be modelling Pillow Talk, which is one of our most famous franchises, which is very like soft pinks. And Harley,
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is called.
Smoky Eyes Are Forever palette.
Smoky Eyes Are Forever palette. So we have this one, we actually have it to sell today.
It's actually discontinued, limited edition.
Limited edition. So in here we have a few different looks you can do. So you can see they're actually in 3s. So in groups of 3s is a whole kind of complete eye look.
We have a question.
Yes.
Jamie from the live show wants to know, she's used Charlotte's Tilbury range and likes a medium to full coverage. What's the best product to try and how to select the shade online?
Okay, so 100% the Beautiful Skin Foundation. It's the medium coverage but buildable. So if you like a medium to full, that would work perfectly for you. And there is actually a really helpful tool online. So online you can shade match. They'll ask you your undertones. And actually there's even an AI scanner where it will scan your face and then it will give you a really close match. So I would definitely suggest going online and having a look.
So I'm actually going to use a bronzer first as a base.
We love doing this. This is my lazy girl hack. If you cannot be bothered in the morning to do eyeshadow, which sometimes I'm guilty of, I will go in with my bronzer, and I absolutely love using this because I actually think it's very cohesive to have the bronzer on the face and on the eyelids. Everything kind of looks very nice together. And
It's every day.
I mean, it is every single day, honestly. It is so good. So, yeah. Has anybody ever tried using their bronzer for eyeshadow? Yeah, it is amazing. Honestly, I would recommend, because everyone has a bronzer, I definitely recommend next time you do eyeshadow, using that even as a base for then kind of any shimmers you want to use.
And I also don't a really like lifted winged out effect as well to give that lift to the face.
With the quads, so with the palette of 4, on the back you actually have steps. So step 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that can actually make it really easy for you to use. And what I would suggest in terms of application, my biggest kind of tip to anyone that's a bit nervous to use eyeshadows is really start small. So when they train us, they will pat it onto the shadow and actually pat a little bit of the excess off. So there's actually not too much product on that brush, because what you can find, and this is when it looks like maybe you've been punched, is if you go in straight away and then put it on, it can look really heavy. So what I always do, I put it on I kind of dip it into the palette, dip it onto my hand, and then I go in. And another thing I would always suggest is start quite low. There's nothing that's worse than when you have a really high eyeshadow. So you want to start quite low and then gradually bring it up. I think another thing is it probably just takes a bit more patience. I know everyone's in a rush, but if you have got that extra 5 minutes, it's just taking a little bit longer, but you can really see the difference.
This palette as well, it's literally got 4 different looks in just one palette, because it's like sectioned them into one. I'm doing this one, which is a really nice like summery sort of coppery sort of colour. It's like nice like sunset vibes.
Yeah, this is great for holiday if you want to take one palette that literally has everything you need in there. And then we have the shimmers. So any shimmer in our palettes, there's emollient in them. So even though it's a powder, it has the feeling of a cream. So with the shimmers, you really want to pick it up with your finger and kind of swipe it on the lid. And this actually works a lot better than using a brush. Yeah?
Hi, I have some questions.
Yeah.
Basically. Do you recommend passing the foundation under the eyes, under the concealer, or no?
No, so this is another thing. With people that have a lot of creasing or they have problems, I always put the foundation around the face, but I never put it under the eyes, because then we'll just go in with the concealer. So you're not layering too many products, because this under eye area is very delicate. So if you have too much product caked in there, like within 2 hours, you're going to have heavy creasing. So definitely I would always suggest, I kind of leave it like binoculars. So my under eyes are clear and then I go in with the concealer.
My other question, the flawless filter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recommend putting it under the foundation to glow or on top?
It 100% is a multi-use product. So I always use it underneath, but then if I want that extra glow, I will take my brush and then I'll go even on top of my foundation. So if you use a full coverage, it's kind of covered a little bit of the glow, so that's why it's good to then go over it. But if you're using a medium coverage, the glow will kind of come through, so yeah. But that's also the same with the stick foundation. It's completely multi-use. There isn't one way of using it.
Okay, I need to buy this palette now, even though it's a limited edition and gone, because look at the shimmer on the eye, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Speaking of the under eye, would you think concealer be different if yours are darker or mine, for example?
I would put it in the same area. What I may do differently, and if you have got any darkness under the eye, so if there's any discoloration, if it's kind of purple or some people have kind of blue tones under their eyes, I would use a colour corrector. And this is a tone that's going to kind of cancel out that darkness. So this is like an extra step. But it makes a difference, because what happens if you put a concealer over someone that has darkness, it can turn grey. So this is why you would use a colour corrector, which is usually a peachy tone or an orange undertone. I go with my finger, pat that on first, and then go in with the concealer, and like it's a world of difference. So if you have got darkness, definitely suggest that. Have you ever tried one? You haven't had one? I mean, we do one, and it's really easy to use, honestly. It's literally just patting it, and like you don't want to put too much, so yeah.
I'm just running a tiny bit under the eyes as well, just because this is more of like an even and low, it just dials it up a little bit.
Yeah, this is how I take a day look to a night look. I always smoke under the eye, so if you want to elevate your look and you're going out in the evening, you take that darker shadow and you can just kind of gently put it under the eyes, and you can see it gives a much more smoky, sultry finish, and that's more like going out eyes, I would say. And then with the day look, you can see it's very soft, it's very clean underneath, so this is very, going to work or...
Sorry, don't mind me, I'm literally just taking all the shimmer off my hand so I don't get it all over the face.
Oh, guys, breaking news. That palette is at 30% off today. Wow. Wow, 42 instead of 60. And limited edition. How many have we got?
Win-win.
We have 4. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so while Harley does that, we're going to go in with the eyeliner. This is my absolute favourite eyeliner. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't rub, it goes on so nicely. And it's called the Super Nudes liner. So on one end you have a very dark brown, and on the other end you've got a nice nude colour, which would go in the inner corner of the eye. And something that we do that every time we do it on a client, they absolutely love it, is we tight line. And has anybody heard of tight lining? Yeah, so this is where we get inside the eye. So rather than doing a heavy liner, which can sometimes make your eyes look a little bit smaller, we go in the inside of the eye. So I don't know if you can see with Mariella.
So literally, when you lift up like your lashes, I've not done it so you can see like there's a fleshy sort of bit there. And on Vivian's eyes, instead of doing like a harsh liner like all over the top, if you just colour in that sort of like fleshy part, then her eyes look like a bit bolder, her lashes look a bit fuller, but she doesn't look like she's got liner on. So this is a really nice trick. And I've just literally winged it out the tiniest bit. It looks like a little shadow wing, so it's very natural.
It is like the instant make your eyes look bold without actually, I know some people struggle getting their liner even or even doing the wing. So this is just a really quick and easy way of doing liner.
Then it's straightforward for me. I've got the Hollywood one.
So this is just the same, so it's a duo, but you have black on one end and then you've got like a pearl iridescent colour on the other.
And I'm going to do a wing now. So like Charlotte's wing, there's a very particular way.
Yeah,
So
no pressure.
Yeah. So if you look straight for me.
Just while Harley is doing that, just to let you know, we have got some exclusive offers for you guys today. So we have, if you spend over £50, you get a free full-size product. So it could be a lip liner or an eyeliner or one of these duos. If you spend over £85, we actually have today a raffle. So you automatically get entered into the raffle. And in here you have all the colour stuff. So you've got eyeshadow palette, tinted moisturiser, blushes, all the kind of best sellers, and it's worth £400. Can I get a whoop whoop?
So Charlotte's way of doing a wing, it's very like straight out. So the best way to do it on yourself is if you literally do it as if you're ending your bottom lap. Oh, I meant to get out a lip brush. If you do it as if you're extending your bottom lash line.
I think this is another thing. People do their eyeliner with their eyes closed, and honestly, when you open your eyes, you don't know what you've done. So I always do my liner with my eyes open, and what can actually help is if you have your mirror quite low, and then that way you don't really need to keep your eyes closed.
Do you want to know what Charlotte Tilbury looks like? Yes. I'm sure you've seen her like mad wing. It's like very, very big, isn't it? But yeah, so the kind of style, it's the same as the brows, obviously quite straight and quite feline. And then when Harley was just doing that bit, it's very, very soft. I've just done one eye so you could see. So on the other end of the pencil is like the nude.
Oh God.
Is the nude shade. So this in her waterline, obviously everyone it's going to be like a little bit pinky there, or obviously if you're tired it can be even more pinky. So it just kind of cancels that out and makes your eyes look a little bit brighter.
And it's nice because a lot of the time you get white eyeliners, but white is a bit too contrasting and it's so obvious that you have it on, whereas this is a really nice natural nude colour. So this is like why you would do this for a day look, and then you could use a darker one for your evening look.
Yes. Lima.
While we're waiting, we've got some prizes to give out. So if anybody can tell me what country, if you put your hand up, what country was Charlotte born in? Yeah. Sorry. You get a mini lipstick. Yeah. The 2 bars of it. Can anybody tell me the first product that Charlotte created?
Magic Ring.
You need a hand up.
I'm in your hands tonight. Dedication. of the latest foundation we've just launched.
Unreal stick.
Okay, that was 2 people. Was that you? Okay. These are really cute for your handbag as well. It's so diddy.
I'm literally just cleaning up with a tiny bit of leftover concealer on the brush just to keep that nice and washed out. Mascara?
Okay, so we're going to go in with mascara. We're going to go with mascara. Charlotte Tilbury is obsessed with mascara. Apparently her husband has never seen her without mascara on, and she actually goes to bed with a full face of eye makeup. So in the mascara, it is a push-up lash. So you have this very thin brush, but actually what it does, it lifts the lashes. She calls it a push-up bra for your lashes, and it is incredible. But also in this mascara you have keratin, which helps your lashes grow, so it's really nourishing. Has anybody tried this? Yeah. Ah, amazing, you're wearing it. Yeah, representing. I mean, it is incredible, and it's nice because you don't get clumps in it. It's not like a messy mascara. It's very delicate, which I love. We don't do waterproof. Charlotte doesn't like to put anything waterproof in her ingredients because it can be quite harsh. So it's also very easy to take off. But it is water resistant, so you can cry, and it should be fine.
That's true. I went to a wedding on Thursday. And I'm like such a crybaby, so I was crying so much, but my mascara did not go anywhere. As good as I thought.
So when they actually do photo shoots, they say that they use 4 bottles of mascara on one model. It's absolutely insane. And whenever we go to head office and we're kind of doing makeup on models, they're like, more mascara, more mascara. So.
We don't use, sorry, I'm pulling the mascara on. We don't use any like fake lashes. It's literally all of the pictures you see in the campaigns of the mascara and anything like that is literally just mascara. There's no lashes. Charlotte says it's like a push-up bra for the lashes.
Yeah, we love that. We love a push-up bra. Okay, we're going to go in now with a beautiful skin bronzer. This is a cream bronzer. We love using creams, very hydrating on the skin. So, Melon, what shade are you using?
And we're using shade 2 on Vivian today.
And this is really nice. I think people get quite confused with contour, but what I personally love and what we actually do at Charlotte Tilbury, we contour with the bronzer. So we use the bronzer in a specific way to kind of shape the face. And another thing, I think people struggle with cream bronzers and cream blushes because they say it can make their makeup patchy. And what I would say is you need to be very gentle because you've got a layer of foundation underneath and you don't want to disturb that foundation. So if you're swiping and you're quite rough with your brush, that's going to go patchy and it's not going to look smooth. So what I do, it does take me, maybe an extra 30 seconds, but I gently tap that product on and I buff it in. And I do this with everything because actually it just sits so much nicer. So it's just kind of patting it onto the skin.
Mary Ellen's doing it with a Hollywood complexion brush, which is going to give you a bit more of like a focused contoured look. I'm going to do it with a nice like fluffy bronzer, like blusher brush, because if you're scared of using cream products, because it's quite a dense cream, you can use it the exact same way you do with a powder one, but it just looks more like skin-like and more natural. It's also sweat and humidity proof as well.
Yeah, this is amazing for summer. We have got 4 shades in this. So this, are you using shade 1?
I'm using shade 2.
Shade 2 as well. It's very golden.
Yeah.
So we like to keep it very high, and this again will lift the face and keep it quite sculpted. And in terms of placement, you can think of it as a bit of a 3. So we like to do around the forehead because that's where the sun would kind of naturally hit the face. Just above the cheekbones and then under the jaw as well. Does anybody use a cream blusher, cream bronzer at the moment? Yeah? Powder. Honestly, because you can still wear your powder, but actually putting a cream underneath will just ensure that it lasts a lot longer.
I also feel like when it's a cream one, it looks more like skin, like, and it doesn't look as like flat. Do you know what I mean?
And then I've just taken a small little fluffy eyeshadow brush with a tiny bit, whatever was left on my hand, and just run it down the side of her nose. Obviously, like, you can like nose contour, which is typically like a bit more like a cooler shade. But literally, if you just want to bring it back to life and just add some colour back in, just a bit of your bronzer is perfect.
Does anybody here know how long we've been around as a brand? How many years? No. No. This is just guessing.
What year was
Did someone say 11? Hey! Yeah. We've been around for 11 years, and that's really good, as I can tell you on that. So, do you want a lipstick or a serum? Okay, so we're going in with lips now. This lip liner is Game Changer. It is the longest lasting lip liner because honestly it does not rub, it does not move. And I could do my makeup at 7 in the morning. I get home and like sometimes I don't even touch up my lips and it will stay on, and that's because it has a very waxy texture to it. And the Charlotte Tilbury lip is a very overdrawn Cupid's bow. She kind of likes a little heart-shaped lips.
What would you say the best way to do it is? To like overline?
So I like kind of going from the inner corners, keeping it quite small, and then I almost do like a bit of a straight line over the Cupid's bow and then just extend it. And this can just, you know, you're not massively overdrawing, but it does give the illusion of a fuller lip, which just kind of enhances the look. And actually, I always say to people that do struggle with their lipstick lasting, just colour your whole lip in with the lip liner, and then that way you kind of ensure that you don't need to keep touching it up. And with the face makeup as well, you know, you're going to get that smooth finish because of the skin prep that we've done before. And what you're going to find is the makeup will actually last you a lot longer than if you haven't used any of the skincare. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're going to go in with our new plump now. So we have just launched this. This is a lip plump, and we have 2 shades. It is one of those spicy ones, but it's not the same as your typical spicy lip plump. There's no allergic reaction happening. There is a fire and ice technology which just cools the lips. And this, yeah.
What's the shade used on
She's got Pillow Talk medium lip liner, and then this is the fair Plumpgasm.
I love doing just a lip liner and a lip gloss because I think this is a really easy kind of effortless way to have your lips. I know a lot of people don't really like doing a lipstick because it can be quite bold, so I always suggest going for a lip liner with a bit of a clear gloss, or even with these gloss they have like a slight tint to them. Does anybody else have any questions? Yeah? No, it is a sharp, yeah, you have to sharpen it.
This is actually the same, actually. Pillow Talk medium lip liner and Pillow Talk Plumpgasm fair medium Plumpgasm. I said that twice, sorry.
Amazing. Okay guys, we're going to go in with another new addition to the family. So we have the new lip and cheek tints. These are insane. So it is a lip and cheek, very nice for your handbag, but you also get the most amazing glow without it being shimmery. Because I know some people don't like kind of shimmer on their skin. So this way you can get like glass skin without the shimmer.
This is one of the colours, Paradise Pink, which obviously looks so scary. And Vivian, I could see her like shaking when I took it out. But like, obviously I'm going to put a little bit more, but you can see how natural you can make it. And there's like so many colours in these. This is definitely something that we really, really needed at Charlotte Tilbury.
Yeah, 100%.
And the reason why we do the lips first and then the blush is sometimes if you do your blush and then you put on your lipstick, it can feel like too much. You've done too much blusher and you can't judge it. Whereas if you do the lips first, then you can see how much blusher you actually need.
Does anybody here use a cream blush? Oh my god, not enough of you guys.
Oh,
Cream
game
blush
changer.
is a game changer. Yeah, it is incredible. You're going to get that kind of Charlotte Tilbury finish with the cream blush, and it really just adds such a nice colour and texture to the skin.
I'm using the shade Beach Peach. Yeah, Beach Peach Glow.
We do have all of these. We have some testers there. If you guys want to actually feel it and have a look at the different colours.
And then I'm just going back in with my foundation brush, and just obviously before we powder, sometimes I find this with myself, after I've done my bronzer and blush, I feel like a little bit like I've dragged myself down. So just whatever's left on here, just to like resharpen it here and brighten it back up in the centre.
Can anybody tell me what ingredient is in the mascara to help the lashes grow? Keratin. So you have serums or mini lipsticks? It's a mini lipstick.
Okay, we're going to go with the powder now.
I hate to say it again, but guys, this is a game changer. This powder, I don't know if anyone's tried it, but it's so finely milled that if your skin is dry or if your skin is oily, it's going to work for you. But not only that, it smooths out the skin. So if you have anything like big pores, which I personally do, or if you have fine lines, anything like that, it's going to airbrush it. That's why it's called the airbrush powder. And it really does make such a difference. I think with some powders, there's talc in there. And what that can do is actually dry out the skin and make the face look quite flat. But what you'll find, this will keep the skin very glowy, but it will smooth out any pores or any texture.
And I just push it in and like roll it as well.
Again, we're making sure not to disturb the makeup underneath, so no harsh swiping. I know that's always tempting in the morning when you're rushing, but you really want to be patting. So the blusher, this is the Charlotte Tilbury way, but you want to keep it very high. So the blusher is going to go above the bronzer. And almost, I like to smile, and when I smile, I can kind of see where the cheek lifts. That's where I'm going to add my blusher. Yeah?
You could use the powder after the foundation. It's only after you've done the blush.
So we do powder at the very end. So then we can see, because there's certain areas where we kind of don't want to maybe shine mattify. So we can see where we add it in, then at the end, once we've done everything, we add the powder. Would you do it straight after foundation?
Most of what I've seen is people do it after foundation, the powder, and then the blush.
Yeah.
Can you close your eyes for me?
I think she leaves powder like really, really last, just because obviously at the minute before that everything's cream. So you've got you can change everything around still. If it's all like a cream base, you can literally take it off and add things as much as you want. But as soon as you powder, you're done.
Yeah. We're now going in with setting spray. This is incredible. It's 16 hours wear, so you douse it over your skin, your face will feel wet, but once it dries, it doesn't go anywhere, and it genuinely does work. So if anyone here struggles with makeup not lasting, you need to try this.
It is waterproof as well.
Yeah,
Amazing.
awesome. Wow.
And once I've done this setting spray, just whilst the face is still a little bit wet, I'm going to use the Spotlight Highlight Wand.
So this is a liquid highlight, and it could be yours to win, as it is in the raffle. And this is really easy to use. You can kind of apply it with the doe foot and then pat it on. And it's a really nice skin-like finish. We also have this in a pink shade called Pinkasm, which is iconic and very famous.
You can use that for Pinkasm instead of blush.
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes I use Pinkasm after the powder because I want it like the last thing on my skin.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because
Obviously,
it's super glowy.
brings
Yeah.
back the glow once you've powdered.
Yeah. Okay, does it, yeah?
I've done it after.
I mean, you can do it after. You can do it after, you can do it before. Sometimes once I put the setting spray, I'll even, because I'm super oily, once I set and spray, I actually will then powder on top. And for some reason that locks in the setting spray. So if you do find you have oily skin, because the setting spray is quite of a dewy finish, I'd say, you can then just powder on top and then that just really locks it in. But when I tell you, again, I do my makeup 7 in the morning, I do not touch up once and it will stay. Whereas before, I would find by midday my makeup was gone. So this along with the skincare, Magic Cream and the serum, game changer.
And I just use a little bit on the inner corner too and on the brow bone to brighten the eyes. Yeah, we're going to use some fragrance.
Oh, guys, also we have fragrance. Has anybody tried our new fragrance? Yeah. So we have actually all the fragrances here. We have 6 flavors. We have their emotion boosting scents. So one is Calm Bliss, one is Euphoria, and really should be, how you want it to make you feel. And there's 16 hours wear. So please, once we're done, feel free to go and actually spray the testers on so you can try. So this is Joyphoria. Joyphoria is a really nice summer scent. So yeah. Okay, so we are going to be around if anybody wants any help with colour matching or if they want any help with any of the products, please just ask. The deal today is just for Luxury Promise event. We are doing, with £50 purchase, you get a free full-size lip liner or eyeliner. And when you spend £85, one of you will win this to take home today. It's worth £400 and it has all the colour shades. So, does anyone have any more questions? No? Okay, then that's it. Thank you.
You look gorgeous. Everyone. Yeah. Before everyone heads, and I'm actually going to do the diamond auction if you guys want to experience. Oh, I'm loud enough to. If you guys want to experience a diamond auction, we also have another event coming up, which is My Lulu Beauty, which is a brand that comes with South Korean beauty products. They come all the way from Malaysia. You're more than welcome to stay. We're doing a whole event. So you guys can have some lunch, and then in the next hour or so we'll be moving over to that product. But I'm going to get to show you guys how it works with Luxury Promise with a diamond. So in here, did you see there was a diamond hidden inside?
No. Oh wow.
They didn't even know. They were so in their element that we had a yellow diamond hidden inside their box. Hi everyone. So we're going to show everybody in the crowd how it works. So Cheryl, the first item is going to be an auction, and the SKU is ANL-S28-82. So ANL-S28-82. So, it's all right. Can you guys hear me? Oh, there you can. So in my hands, I have a natural yellow diamond. It is a 0.63 carat, and it is an eye clarity. So eye means it has inclusions. However, you can see, and I'll pass the diamond around if you guys want to have a look, that actually eye isn't necessarily a bad thing. They're just minerals. Sometimes you find diamonds in inclusions, and you just want to make sure they don't have a black inclusion, which is typically carbon. So this is with an auction at £1. So if you've ever dreamt of having a yellow diamond, typically you don't win it at £1. But what that means is it gives you the opportunity to get a diamond at one of the lowest prices that you can possibly get. They are natural. We are finding that natural diamonds are actually at the lowest that they've been because of lab-grown diamonds. So you are buying something which has come from nature, it's come from the ground, and this is something we are going to auction in just a second. If you want to head to luxurypromise.com, hit the live show section, you can see exactly how it works. We do this 12 hours a day, and we turn on from all different locations in the world. We're at Singapore, Japan, and you can basically score yourself some really amazing luxury products for basically nothing. So, who's got the diamond? I'm going to start the auction on the diamond. If anyone wants to come up, of course you can. You could win it. If you want a bid, just put your hands up and shout the number. Oh, you're ready to put your hands up? Okay. Right. Can we just say how amazing the girls look, guys? Can we give a clap for the girls? Right, I'm usually loud enough. I'm going to start my diamond. Sometimes the diamond does fall on the floor, so no diamonds are hurt in the making. So Cheryl, do you have my SKU ready? Do you have the SKU? It will be ANL-S28-82, and we're going to start with a 0.63 carat diamond. I'm going to get her out of the box. Here we go. You can see. You can also see it behind me on the screen as well. So you can see really nice colour. Now this is an intense fancy yellow, and the cut is a rough cut. So diamonds sparkle depending on the cut. So they always say there's things that you look at when buying a diamond: the cut, the clarity, and the colour. So when you go into the yellow diamonds, the fancy colours, you get yellow, you get orange, you get red, you get baby blue, you get pinks, you get lilacs, you get green, and you can very rarely get black, but they are generally more coloured diamonds. This has not been treated, which means no dye has gone in this. And guys, we are going to start the auction at £1. So if anyone wants to start a bid at £1, anyone in the room? £1. We got £1 in the room. You're so generous. So if we are going to have anyone bid, please place your bids. There is a slight delay in the room, so you guys can see here the diamond. Now, if you want to have this set and you're thinking, what can I do with a yellow diamond? We set it for you. It costs £150, and I can have it set in a stud, or I can have it set as a pendant as well. So you can see it's exactly, my diamonds are loose, and I had them set so you get them exactly set like this. It looks like B might be winning at £1 today, B. Have you got that pound ready? Do we have anyone else in the live show who wants to give me a £50? Anyone? No, nobody wants £50. Okay, we've got £50 in the room. Do you want to see the diamond you're bidding for? Let me give me a hand. Turn it around. You can create this into a ring for extra one ring for 600, or you can have it as a pendant or a stud. So we've got £50 in the room. We've got 60. Oh, we've got 55. The next bid we've got 75 in the crowd online. Do we have anyone with 85? Anyone want to give me 85? You want to have a look at the diamond? You want to have a look? Oh, we've got 100 in the crowd online. Give me hands. I'm not really good at this. You just need the diamond. Okay. So we have 110. I'm going to start my countdown. Someone's going to win a yellow diamond, maybe for £110. I'm going to start in 20. 19. We've got Louise H at 120 online. Do we have anyone in the room at 130? 10. My countdowns are very quick, guys. 9. 8. Oh, see, I flipped the diamond. Someone's up. There we go. Found it. One thing that can work, that works under pressure is a diamond. We've got Pat with 140. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. D, congratulations. This just sold for £160. Cheryl, ANL-S2882. So that's going to be pinned in just a second for Cheryl. So Dee, congratulations. You are the winner of this very beautiful diamond. You can check out in just a second. So Cheryl, I'll repeat the SKU, ANL-S2882. It was quick. I told you. When I met you can win a diamond for nothing. Thank you, Dee. Congrats. Now, guys, we are going to take a little break in a second, and then we are going to be back with Lumi Beauty. Let's show. Let's look at Vivian. Wow! Oh my God! Look how great Vivian looks. Congrats, Dee. Oh, Vivian, wow. Hang on, let's do a close-up of Vivian's makeup. It's all pinned for you, Dee. Wow. The blush, what blusher did you use on her?
That's the new one. I've just moved it back, but it's Paradise Pink, like the cream one.
Just to let you know, if you do want to make any purchases, we have...
Oh, you got a goodie bag. So, Vivian got a goodie bag. I want to bring a model for a goodie bag. What's in there? Let's see. She got a goodie bag.
We have a wand, we have a glow gasm wand, we have a mascara, guys, and a magic.
Thanks, Dee. Oh, you got the magic cream, a full size. This is Maria, another Maria.
But I'm waiting for my Lily.
Let me see your eyes. Do they put eyelashes on?
No, that's mine. You look so good.
She looks great. She's glowing. I think they need to hire you, Vivian. Actually, maybe not. Maybe don't give them any ideas.
Insane.
If you poach any more of my staff, I might have to come after you guys. I have to come after you. Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
We are going to
congratulations. We're going to do a swap around. We're going to become a Lumi Beauty in just a second, where you'll actually be able to buy the product that we are going to be showcasing. So I'm going to see you guys in a second with the wonderful founder, Christia's Tan with Lumi Beauty. So make sure you do come back. Bye. She got it. You need the blush. Go and see if you can swap it over. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're like, let's swap this for the blush.